Most human beings on this planet named Earth will go through life without ever thinking about things like the electromagnetic spectrum, even though every aspect of their life is directly linked to this subject. The electromagnetic spectrum is a representation of electromagnetic radiation, and it is important to realize that without electromagnetic radiation, there would be no life anywhere in the universe. Electromagnetic radiation is energy on the move, and it is really moving fast, about 300 million meters in 1 second. Or if you want to think of it in the familiar units of miles per hour, it would be approximately 670 million miles per hour. Energy on the move does not just travel fast. It also vibrates as it travels from one point to another, and the vibration rate is what we refer to as frequency. This determines where it is placed on the electromagnetic spectrum. I have created this simplified graphic of the electromagnetic spectrum to illustrate. As you go from left to right, the electromagnetic radiation vibrates faster. Frequency increases, and it takes more energy to increase the frequency. So radio waves have less energy than visible light, and gamma rays have the highest energy level in the electromagnetic spectrum. Ionizing electromagnetic radiation has so much energy that it can interact with individual atoms and displace electrons from their orbital shells. X-rays and gamma rays can blast right through steel. A very dense material like lead is required to stop them. This property is useful for inspecting welds in pipelines and in materials science to analyze the crystalline structure of materials and the molecular structure of various compounds. Human beings are able to sense only a very narrow segment of the electromagnetic spectrum. We can feel infrared as heat, and our eyes are able to see the frequencies which we interpret as colors from red to blue. Radio waves and microwaves are everywhere around us, but we are not aware of it because our bodies are unable to sense these frequencies. We are also not able to feel ultraviolet, X-rays, or gamma rays. However, if we receive excessive exposure to UV, we will know it later when sunburn to our skin occurs. Exposure to ionizing radiation is harmful to living cells and causes damage to the DNA molecule, which can result in cell death or mutation. This is the source of electromagnetic radiation. These are fusion generators, and everything in the universe originates from sources similar to this. These energy sources produce electromagnetic radiation at all frequencies of the spectrum, and they also synthesize every naturally occurring element that makes up planets, life forms, everything we refer to as matter. The energy to run your car, heat your home, power your cell phone, and sustain your life originates from these fusion generators. These power plants operate for a very long time span, billions of years. And when they finally run down, they can explode with tremendous force, distributing the matter in their core over a wide area. When enough of this matter gets together, it forms a new planet. And if everything goes just right, we might have a planet with water and an atmosphere, and it may even be possible for life forms to exist on the new planet. There are so many of these fusion generators and planets which orbit around them that we could never count them all. And the distance is so great that we will never travel there in a spaceship, and if there are other beings living on the faraway planets, they will never visit us here on Earth. This is an image produced from the extreme ultraviolet portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, which is being radiated from the fusion generator. Since we cannot see ultraviolet, false colors are assigned to different temperatures in this image. Red colors indicate temperatures around 107,540 degrees Fahrenheit. The green and blues are hotter, 1,800,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This image is a composite produced by overlaying an ultraviolet image taken by the Solar Dynamics Observatory satellite with a false color image produced by the Nuclear Spectroscopic Telescope Array, or NuSTAR. The green and blue colors represent the emission of X-rays and shows that some of the hotter emission tracked by NuSTAR is coming from different locations in the active regions and the coronal loops. It is unlikely that we can detect if there are life forms on the planets which orbit the fusion generators. A great deal of time and resources have been expended in an effort to detect any kind of signal from outer space which could be linked to intelligent life, and nothing has been found. The only planet we know of where the conditions are precisely balanced to support life is the planet we call Earth, which orbits the fusion generator we call Sun. And possibly, someday, the life forms which inhabit this planet will advance intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally to a state which is at the level of Source. We have an obligation to do so.